Today we will make creamy banana liqueur according to an Italian recipe. 2 options. I calculated that it will cost me about $2 per liter. By the way, this is several times cheaper than in the store, and it's easy to make. And it turns out better. Okay, let's start. Prepare the first option. I cut 2 large ripe bananas into small pieces and pour 250 milliliters of 90% alcohol over them. As always, my jar with a good lid. And now let's put it away for a week somewhere away from children in a dark place. There is no need to stir every day as we usually do. I understand that unfortunately, we have difficulty buying good alcohol. Therefore, if you use other drinks and want a stronger liqueur, take 4 bananas and 400 milliliters of good vodka, for example. But it's best not to change anything else, otherwise it will be counterfeit. So after 7 days, our banana infusion is ready. We filter it and set it aside for now. It doesn't look very good, does it? The first time I didn't like it either. Don't be scared by how it looks. It's all an intermediate stage. Trust me, please, the result will be good. Next, we need 250 milliliters of regular fresh cream. I'm speaking in such detail so that you don't accidentally use vegan or whipped cream like these. Next, I add 300 milliliters of milk and 300 g of granulated sugar to the cream and put it on the stove. Oh, I forgot. You also need to add half a packet of saffron, most likely to give the banana liqueur its color. That's right. I want to say that this is not my fantasy. It's written in the recipe. I bring everything to a homogeneous state and set it aside to cool. I'm often asked if you can reduce the amount of sugar. Yes, of course, experiment, but don't go overboard. I just try to follow Italian recipes, and they, by the way, don't bother about this. Yes, they drink probably less. Yes, they drink a little less, but more often. As soon as our sugary milk syrup has cooled, at least to room temperature, let's add the banana infusion to it. Mix and you can start pouring. Creamy banana liqueur is ready. By the way, I calculated that this is the cheapest liqueur that we can afford to make at home today, because traditionally, the prices for bananas are several times lower for us than for any fruits, and in taste, it won't yield to anyone. This is proven. Okay, now let's prepare the second option. Take about 200 grams of sliced bananas. And why did you take small ones? Actually, I realize that there is no difference, whether they are large or small. It's just that Italians made this liqueur option from small ones. Well, and I also decided not to violate the technology, although in taste, it's the same 100%. Now let's pour the banana pieces with 200 milliliters of alcohol, also in a jar with a good lid. Yes, if you don't have alcohol, use vodka or moonshine. Put it on the shelf in a dark closet for 7 days. Alcohol has the property of absorbing everything valuable from the food product immersed in it. But for this, you need some time. After a week, I take out the banana pieces from the jar. They change their color a bit, but that's normal. With the help of a spoon, I press them through a sieve, or rather, crush the banana pieces. You can use a blender for this. I do this so that the pulp gives the stand an even brighter taste. If the bananas are completely black, just remove them. Otherwise, they can spoil the color of the liqueur. Then pour it onto the shelf through a filter and set it aside for now. We need to combine 350 milliliters of fresh milk and 150 g of cane sugar. You can use regular sugar if you don't have cane sugar on hand. Nothing terrible. It's just that the brown one gives a pleasant beige shade. That's all. Stirring, I bring the sweet syrup to a boil and set it out to cool. It is absolutely necessary to let the milk syrup cool down, otherwise the milk may curdle and the degree will decrease. I also want to say that there are many variations of making banana liqueur on the internet, with eggs, condensed milk, and other additives. But we try to show only traditional homemade Italian recipes. For this, I learn the language, culture of Italy, and try to find something interesting for you. Now let's take the last step. Combine the syrup with the stand. Pour it into beautiful bottles, and get creamy banana liqueur. Please don't rush. Let it stand in the refrigerator for a while, and then enjoy. Goodbye.